So let's start this video with Rubiel Mosquera aka Nexilla. So from being one of the biggest disappointment last year and making people lose all the hope for him because he skipped so many shows, one after another, starting with the Arnold Ohio all the way to the European tour. He did only one show, and that was Dubai Pro last year. And from that to becoming one of the biggest sensations and the bodybuilding star one more time in 2025. This has been such a great inspirational story for all of us. So him winning Italy Pro, that wasn't as big of a deal because he was simply way too big and too powerful for that entire lineup. But him demolishing the entire competition at his next show, which was Portugal Pro, especially beating a guy like Nathan Digesha, that really put him on the map one more time. And he's gonna continue to gain the hype all the way till the Olympiad this year. And we have already seen some of his comparisons with the mutant Nick Walker. But their comparison in person, that is gonna be something else. Because it is gonna be the battle of the freaks. And yes, I know Rubiel and Nick, they are on two different levels. But still, watching these two biggest freaks of bodybuilding at the moment, standing next to each other, that is gonna be something. Now one thing is very certain, that Rubiel is probably gonna get one of the biggest cheer from the crowd at this year's Mr. Olympia. But we sincerely hope that he doesn't become a similar case like Behrouz Tabani, because if you guys remember, he was supposed to compete at the Arnold Ohio last year and he was having some difficulty getting his US visa. So hopefully this time his team will be working super hard in that regard. So the one thing that we saw with Rubiel this year is that the man continues to get better and better the longer he diets. And that is what we saw from Italy Pro to Portugal Pro, which was undoubtedly the best look of his career so far. So he showcased an insane amount of detail for someone who weighs 290 pounds on the stage and who has that much muscle mass. So apart from the legs from the front, which doesn't have a lot of separation, which is mainly because of his genetics, everything else was pretty much there. He has got that amazing midsection control on the stage. And not only that, he can pull a very nice vacuum. He has deep abs, and it's a high probability that we are never gonna see Rubiel with the most separated legs. That's just how his genetics are. But the man has got too much of a wow factor and a freak factor to rattle some of the biggest names at his Olympia debut. So what do you guys think? Can Rubiel crack top 10 at his Olympia debut on his first try?